Hi, friends. I always start recording before it's actually recording. I should pay attention to that. Hi, friends. Um, I am at the Supercharger in Beaver, Utah, and I have probably 45 minutes I need to wait here for the car to charge up enough to get home. Um, anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about my mommy. My mom. I don't really call her mommy. Well, sometimes I do. Me and my mom have a special bond. I'm sure all of my sisters feel like they have a special bond with my mom because that's who she is. She's the kind of person that she's everybody's best friend. And I'm not kidding. Like, she's not one of those people that just make you feel like you're her best friend. You really are. My mom loves people and she's wise and she's a good mom. I think it shows a lot that she has 5 kids and all 5 of us are in happy, successful marriages, have successful family lives. Our husbands and Lex, who is the husband, and they all have successful jobs and they're very happy in what they do. I think that is owed to my mom. Not to mention that we all know how to dress to fit ourselves well, and she made all of us girls. I don't think Charity did one. She somehow got out of it, but all of us did one pageant, and it wasn't for the crown, though Katrina was the pageant queen because she's a concert pianist and she won a whole bunch of pageants. But we all did a pageant. I know me, Katrina, and Anna, just to learn poise and etiquette in life and how to do well in an interview, how to speak well to people, how to keep up on what's going on in the world, how to smile and fake it till you make it. Honestly, those are things you learn in a pageant. And she didn't make any of us do it, but all of us have certain talents, and it's hard to find ways to share your talent. And so my mom encouraged us to do a pageant if we wanted, and so it was fun. I did the Miss Washington County pageant when I was 17, I think. Maybe I was 16. Anyway. So, my mom is everything. She's silly, she's wise, she's fun. She doesn't think she's fun, but she's fun. She's clean. Her house tends to be kind of messy, but she's clean. Actually, her house isn't messy so much anymore now that there's not a whole bunch of bratty teenagers leaving their stuff around the house. But yeah, you could eat off the floor at her house and not worry about anything. Unless my kids are playing up there. Then don't eat off the floor. Just kidding. My mom is my best friend. She is I know that everybody says that their mom is their best friend. My mom really, truly is my best friend. I miss her when she's gone. And she keeps a stability, a stable feeling to our family that we wouldn't have without her. Who would think that the Howard family has any stability at all? We are all over the place and do all kinds of fun things and marry people from around the world and live around the world and do all kinds of really fun stuff. But my mom keeps everything stable in the midst of the havoc. And she enjoys it. I don't know, at least she makes us feel like she enjoys it as she's doing it. And she's teaching us things along the way. We were homeschooled primarily by her. My dad would come into play also, obviously, but primarily my mom was my teacher. And I remember one time when I was a little girl, and math has never been my strong suit. Unfortunately, it's really not my strong suit post-stroke. But I remember one time when I was little and I was learning my times tables or something, and I skipped further in my book than what I was at. And my mom said, "Oh, Lena, you don't need to do that. Not yet." And I was like, "Well, I want to learn. I know I can do it. I know you can teach me." Like, that's just kind of what she did. She expected a lot out of us. And that's because she could always see who we are and what we are and our potential. I once had the opportunity to have my mom as my roommate. She was, when I went to Israel, lived in Israel when I was 17. Or no, I was 18, I think. And I was in a little bit of a spiritual crisis. And my mom knew that I needed her, and my dad knew that I needed her. And my parents are kind of inseparable. And so the fact that she did this was huge. She got on a plane and came and joined me in charity in Israel for 3 months. And we read the scriptures. We read a bunch of books together. I embroidered a bunch of stuff to make a quilt that I still haven't finished. I'll work on that. It's almost done. I'll do that for you, Mom. And it was the coolest 3 months of my life. I learned a spiritual side of my mom. I mean, I've always known her to be a spiritual woman, but we would pray together and eat together and be together all the time. I mean, it was my punishment. But it was not. It was just amazing. Who gets to have their mom as their roommate when they're in, like, serious crisis mode? I did. And I loved it. I still love it. I still cherish those times. I miss those times. My mom comes from 7 kids, too, like my dad. I think I mentioned that in my dad's. She's the baby of their family. And she is very, very, very different than the rest of my aunts and uncles. My aunts and uncles all love my mom, but they tease her because my uncles on my mom's side of the family, like, they've all been a bishop for our church, and they all go the total medical route, no problem there, and they buy one house and they live there forever, and that's great. They have a different, more settled kind of life. And then my mom marries Dr. Howard, and he introduced her to a whole new way of life, and she's embraced it. She is very natural. She's a very natural eater. She's a natural cook. She's just really good at being clean. Mom, I hope you don't laugh at that. I mean that in a really nice way. Man, I have inherited a lot of my mom's attributes. My mom and I are very similar. I think I have a pretty good combination of my mom and dad, but I'm grateful for my mom's ability for stability post-stroke, because she's just always there. No matter what I need, no matter what anybody needs, she's there. I mean, she may be in Germany, but her prayers are there, and she's just a phone call away, and if anyone were in distress, she would be on an airplane and she would be right there. I mean, obviously that's like real distress, but yeah, I love her. She was raised in Hanksville, Utah by Nona B. and Harvey Burns Jackson. That's where my little boy, Harvey, got his name. He's named after my grandpa. And she was born in a teeny tiny town where she was like the only little girl, and everybody loved her because she was adorable. Like me. Everyone says I look like my mommy. Just kidding. Well, they used to. I don't know if I look like my mom anymore. And anyway, I have a headache, so I'm not being as like thorough, but next week my mom and dad are coming home, and I'll have you meet my mom and we'll talk together, because it's way more fun to talk with my mom than to talk about my mom, because me and my mom are awesome. Anyway, yeah, I love you, and I'm sorry, but I can't really think very clearly. Now, as far as headache report, I'm feeling it mostly on the left side of my head, in the back, near my scar. Here, it hurts a lot right now. I have some stuff I've been giving myself massage as I've been driving. That's kind of a good thing that I know how to do, and doing lots of stretching, trying to do a little bit of Thai massage on myself, also known, that would just be yoga. Anyway, I only have about an hour and a half to go before I get home, and everything will be good. So yeah, sorry, this one's super duper boring. I'm probably not going to overpost today because I'm boring, and I don't see that changing. So if it changes, I'll let you know. Okay, bye.